Hello and welcome back to Braintree High School as we are ready for the match to start. And we will start at 106 pounds. Braintree's Utley. And Braintree scoring the first two. Womps again, a perfect 4-0 in the season as they try and start off on the right foot. Scoring will be on the fly. Most you can score in a particular weight matchup is 6 with a pin or a forfeit. And Braintree's trying to do that right here to start. They have a 2-0 lead right now here in the individual match. 45 seconds into the first round. Saulia for Needham right now, trying to do something right now on the mat, but not much going on. Now looking for a pinning combination as Utley has the shoulders down. He's close, and he's got it. And Utley starts Braintree off with a pin and 6 points. So just the start Braintree was looking for here at home. They're 4-0 in the season, 3 of those wins coming in a quad match. And now we will move up to 113 pounds. As Braintree will send Fahey out. And it's not going to be a contest here. It will be a forfeit for Needham. So another 6 Braintree points. And that makes it 12-0. So the match moving right along here. Moving up to 120 now. Looked like Braintree was going to have a forfeit here at this weight class, but it looks like they're going to move somebody up. So Braintree right now just trying to get points from this because obviously would have given up 6. Just anything less than that to give up here would be a win, considering that Braintree was going to forfeit at one point. But now with a 12-0 advantage, you really don't want to give those 6 back. Needham, obviously early, but it is getting close to a must-win match here. You fall down by 15 or 18 points, it's going to be very tough to come back. Good strong battle here as Braintree with a 2-point reversal. Looking for a pin now, pulling those shoulders back. The shoulder blades down on the mat for a couple seconds, but not long enough yet, as Braintree still trying to rock it into a pin. Very, very close. Referee continuing to look at it, and it is another Braintree pin, and they have been very dominant. As Braintree with 2 pins, a forfeit, and an 18-0 lead. So moving up now to 126. Braintree ahead, and now looking for a very quick pin. Crowd getting into it. The bench is already well into this as the Womps just right now bringing it. They are ready to wrestle here today. Right back, those shoulders down, referee in position. As Braintree works on back points, they get 3 of them. Near fall finish. It's 5-0 lead for Braintree early. Got to give Needham a little credit there for battling out of that. Could have easily been a Braintree pin, but at least keeping it alive for the moment. This match, if it continues this way, Braintree could have this one solidified close to the halfway point if it keeps going this way. Interesting technique here with those legs. As Braintree works on 3 more points, that's an 8-0 lead. And now going down for the pin. He's got him in a really nice position. Somehow able to work out of it as Braintree gets another 3. And right now Needham just scrambling to try and survive here. Final 20 seconds of the period. Opportunity now. Here in the final 10 seconds, got to have something quick as Braintree looks for that pin. Final 2 seconds, and Needham really just scrambling on that mat, just trying to wiggle out of the pin, and Braintree just bringing the pressure to him. That's 14 points in 1 period for Braintree. And I believe if Braintree scores 1 more point, it'll end the mercy rule of 15 points. See how much endurance, though, Braintree has utilized in such a dominant first period. As Braintree bringing in for a takedown. Now looking for the pinning finish, trying to get 6 points instead of 5. And Needham able to spin partially out of it, but still not out of it, and now a pin. So Needham not able to get away. And Braintree has won the first 4 weight classes, all with 6 points in the process, 1 via a forfeit, 3 via pin. So a 24-0 lead as we head to 132 now for Delaney. And Delaney, one of the stronger wrestlers for this Braintree team, so we'll see how this shakes out. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good matchup, though, here at this weight class. If you're new to the sport of wrestling, the heavyweights at 285 generally go last as Braintree scores 2 points for a takedown, but the 106-pound, you see just a different style of wrestling at the lower weight class. Of course, as they get bigger, it's a lot tougher to do certain moves, which the really lighter wrestlers can do because you can't really lift the players as they get up towards that 220, even 285. 50 seconds into the first period here, and Braintree with the only 2 points so far as Delaney works on the Needham wrestler. They've had a couple listed for each of the first few weight classes. Trying to roll it into a pin, but Braintree able to avoid that. Now trying to get a lock of that arm. Just a half minute left. Really a different style of coaching technique too. You see the Needham coaches pretty much on the mat, the Braintree coaches on the far side, not really getting much room to coach their wrestlers because they're so far away. Everything's been on this side of the floor. As Braintree continuing to work on those shoulders, looking for another pin. And they get it. And Delaney continues the trend. Certainly can't say I saw this coming. Needham, a very strong wrestling program, but right now, just being absolutely dominated by Braintree. Looks like the Needham wrestler shaking up a little bit there after the pin. Moving up to 138 pounds, and Needham doesn't get something here. This one's going to be just about over. I've seen Braintree with some very dominant programs, but so far here in this one, they are looking very strong. First home match, maybe they wanted to put on a show, and they've done it. "15 seconds in to the opening period. A lot of movement, neither side scoring. Neither side still with a point. 45 seconds in. If you're on the bench, though, this is kind of the style of wrestling that you really like. You see wrestlers go right through and you get your turn quicker. Sometimes these matches go a while. Right now, with the 6-point finishes, the pins, it's been a quick start. 40 seconds left here in the first period, still without a point. As Needham looking for a takedown for two. No, nothing yet. And finally, Needham has scored something. Nothing on the actual score, but 2 on the individual match. Just don't want to get pinned. That's the main thing right now if you're a Braintree wrestler. Want to avoid giving up any 6-point finishes. Trying to keep the back off the mat. And in the final seconds, Braintree trying to finish a pin, but both sides really locked up there, and neither side could get themselves in that position to finish. Decision is Needham's. They will be on the bottom. So Hankinson down for Braintree 2-0 after 2 minutes of action here in the first period. Looking for wrist control. Both sides kind of in a vulnerable spot. If that weight changes either way, both sides could be in a pinning combination. But Needham has their face flat on the mat, so it's going to be impossible to pin right now. Getting a lock of those legs. See, a lot of the wrestlers try and control the arms, control the wrists, putting yourself in a much more powerful position against your opponent. With 50 seconds left here in the second period. Just 2 points here in the individual match, with Needham with the 2-0 lead. Braintree battling. Probably the better wrestler right now is Hankinson in the second period, but Needham with the advantage. Two more scored by the Rockets. 4-0 advantage as they try and get on the scoreboard here. Hankinson now trying to do something. Final seconds, and Braintree looking to score. They can't get any points from it. And Braintree will take bottom position for the third and final period. Braintree thinking that they have a better opportunity to score from the bottom. We've not seen either of the weight classes go this far, so it's the first time endurance really could factor in. 4 minutes of wrestling in the books here in this 138-pound weight class. Braintree trailing 4-0. So plenty of time, though, for Hankinson to battle back. As Braintree looking to try and bring those shoulders back, push those opponent's shoulders towards the mat in the process, and Braintree's in a position now to score it. They have two for a reversal. Now looking for the pin. He's got those shoulders down, but spinning out of it was Needham. It's really been a nice, entertaining start. Couple back points there for Braintree. That's a 4-4 match now. So Braintree has been able to tie it up, so a good decision to start from the bottom position. Braintree obviously knowing the wrestler they want to score, and they want to give themselves an opportunity to win this match. Next point could win it. So it's very important. Whoever scores the next point could end up being the victor here, as we're tied at 4 with just 35 seconds left, and Braintree bringing it into a half roll. Trying to really lock up the right arm, as Needham trying to keep the foot from moving in that position. Final 15 seconds, still deadlock. We would go into an overtime period if it remains tied. So Braintree does want to score, but you also don't want to give up one either. Is Braintree looking for the late point? No, nothing here yet. Referee shaking his head. Looking for something? No, nothing yet. And that will do it for the regular time here in the 138-pound weight class, as Hankinson will see extra time. Braintree bench standing, and they're going to be neutral position as Braintree looking to be aggressive here. Hankinson going for the reversal. He was very close. Trying to spin around, lock around, and there it is. He's got it. So Braintree with their first decision victory here in the match, as that will be a 3-point finish. And Braintree now with a 33-0 lead. And that was an OT. Moving up to 145 pounds, and just really an impressive bout there. See it go 3 periods, and then Braintree just going for the win. they obviously have the advantage on the scoreboard and obviously had the opportunity to try and go for the win right away, and that's what they did. As here, Silva trying to do something quickly. Braintree with the first 2 points. Needham still trying to get on the board. They have been shut out to this point, 33-0. Silva in a tough spot there now as he gets himself in a vulnerable position here to be pinned, but doing a good job, at least for the moment, keeping the back off the ground as Needham works on back points, and they will get 3 of them, but much better than being pinned. So sometimes that's a moral victory, to able to spin out of what could have been a 6-point pin. Instead, it's a 5-2 advantage for Needham. I was never a wrestler, but I do know it takes a lot out of you, especially when you just did what Silva did, which is work out of a pinning combination, because the opponent is using so much force and you have to use so much energy just to battle back to stay off that ground. Final 15 seconds as Needham really trying to finish it off here as they have Braintree in a tough spot. Silva gassed, but trying to get to the second period, maybe a little breather in the process, and looks like that's what we're going to see. No stall yet. Haven't seen a stalling call yet, which the first time a team stalls, it would be a warning. The next time it would be a free point. Braintree will be on top. Down 5-2 after 2 minutes of wrestling. Here at 145 pounds. No warning given there. Half minute in here to period 2. Rutley doing a pretty good job trying to get around and get a reversal. Now Needham trying to pin, can't get it. 2-point reversal though for the Rockets, a 7-2 lead. 35 seconds left here in the second period. Now it's in a pinning combination, but Braintree spins right out of it. Silva now bringing it to him. Trying to take him down, sweeping those legs out. Needham has been the aggressor in this weight class here at 145 pounds. But Braintree trying to stave off here for the final 10 seconds. It's close. But his body's just in a spot to avoid a pin. Looks like 3 more back points and a 10-2 lead with the third and final period upcoming. Braintree will take bottom position just like they did last time. And it really worked out last time when they were down 4-0. Hankinson was able to battle back. Forced overtime, and obviously you know what happened in overtime. Needham trying to continue to lock up the wrists. Trying to keep the face off the mat, giving yourself an opportunity to really be in a more upright position. Still 10-2 with 1:10 left. Needham looking like they will get their first points, but still time. Braintree down 8. Headgear coming off right now for Braintree. Really putting him in a vulnerable spot. I don't even know if he can see through that. Trying to just get to his feet. 10 seconds left. Braintree continues to battle. Fighting through adversity. And this one goes the distance, but you got to give credit to Needham. They were the better wrestler in this weight class, but Braintree didn't give up. Got to give credit as well. Over 145 pounds of Silva. He continued to battle, and he was really at a disadvantage most of the match and was able to stave off at least 2 or 3 different pinning tries. So Needham on the board with 4 points as they won 10-2. So 33-4 now the score as we head to 152 pounds. It'll be McGordy for Braintree. McGordy also another strong wrestler, and you can see that he did not waste time. He took full advantage early, and it only took him 28 seconds to get the pin. So Braintree, after losing for the first time here today at 145, 28 seconds later, a pin, and now a 39-4 lead. Moving up to 160. Should be a good one. Here's Milholland bringing some early pressure. Wrestling is definitely a family sport. You generally see multiple siblings wrestlers. That has been the case for a handful of the wrestlers here today for Braintree. Seen really just a good exchange of young talent. And this is really a program that has been built through word of mouth, through family members. It's not the first sport that a lot of high school athletes think about doing, but once you get into it, you really love it. And that's obviously the case. See on the Braintree side, just how many wrestlers they have. Not only does Braintree have a full roster, but they have multiple wrestlers in multiple weight classes, which obviously shows that they have competition there. As Braintree has the first 2 points. A lot of aggression by both sides. And it looks like a 1-point escape for Needham. Makes it 2-1 with 1:10 remaining here. As Braintree looking for 2, and they get it. 4-1 lead. Final minute here of the opening period. Final half minute. And out of bounds. .23 seconds left as we get ready to restart. Braintree ahead 39-4. And out of bounds again with just 11 seconds left. Final 5 as Braintree looking for the finish. And the first period comes to a close with Braintree ahead 4-1. Braintree bringing it right to him here for a 2-point takedown. 6-1. Braintree in a good spot, in a very comfortable position on the scoreboard. Giving up the positioning, though, is Milholland. And now he's in a bad spot on the mat. As Needham looking for a pin. And he's able to roll out of it. That's big. A lot of points being scored here. We'll make sure we keep up with it. It's 6-6. A minute and 5 left here in the second period. As Needham rolling it in towards a pin. Spinning back out of it as Braintree avoids the pin, but 3 more back points. It's 9-6, the highest scoring match we've seen. As Braintree with an escape point, it's 9-7. Now looking for a takedown try to even the score. Braintree now with a 2-point reversal. It's 9-9. 15 seconds left here in the second period. It's been a good one. Taking aside the score on the board right now, Braintree has shown some resiliency. They're going to try and adjust the score here. Right now it stands at 12-9. We'll have to make sure it's correct. Referee coming over to the table. When you see points being scored that quickly, Braintree wrestler Milholland right now shaking up a bit. Whether he's gassed or not, he's favoring that midsection. It looks like the scoreboard is correct. 12-9 will be the score in favor of the visitors as we head into the final period. But right now the action is on the mat with the Braintree wrestler being injured, or at least shaken up. Trying to battle through whatever is nagging Milholland. So we're in the midst of 160 pounds. Braintree ahead 39-4 overall here in the match. It looks like Braintree might concede here. No, they're not. Misread the signal from the Braintree coach. Braintree will be on the bottom here as we enter the third and final period, assuming we're not tied, obviously, after the final 2 minutes. Braintree with an escape point to make it 12-10. A lot of energy being shown here. Both sides kind of got a breather, not intentionally. Obviously, there was a delay due to the injury, but it did help out both wrestlers gain some energy back. 14-10. Needham has gotten 2 points in the process. Braintree gets 2 back. Now an escape point. It's 15-12. Just a minute and 5 left for Braintree, trailing by 3. 27 points have been scored, 15-12 Needham. Without a doubt, this has been the most entertaining match we have seen overall here in this one. Overtime obviously was great, but this one showing offense. If you like seeing lots of points, that's what's happened here. Sometimes the wrestlers will be more defensive. They'll take their time. They'll play for lower points. As the Braintree bench now cheering on their wrestler. 35 left. And Braintree with a 2-point takedown. It's 15-14. Needham frustrated on the sideline. Lots of energy being exerted as Milholland has just 15 seconds to do something more. Trying to take them the other way and roll those shoulders back, still trying to work on it. Final 5 seconds as Braintree down a point. And stalling here is Needham and able to finish it off as they'll get a 3-point finish, but that's a strong bout there for Milholland regardless of the decision. Losing 15-14, giving up 3 points in the process. Even though a good out is a loss in the book, that's a good loss. That's a strong fight. So 39-7 is the score. A 15-14 decision in favor of Needham. 39-7 overall. Moving up to 170. Moving up for Essen. Not sure of the pronunciation of that last name, but Frank is fighting here at 170. 40 seconds in, neither side scoring. 2 points for Braintree on the takedown. Spinning out of it now, it's Needham trying to get a pin. 2 points on the reversal. 2-2 as the Rockets look for their first pin here today. And 3 back points, a 5-2 lead for the visitors, but they have not been able to get that finishing touch, which that's got to be very frustrating because you really have to, when you have a player in a vulnerable spot, you have to be able to finish the job because once you get out of it, gives the opponent a chance to regroup, which is what's going to happen now. And the period comes to a close. Braintree is down 5-3, but now you start at a neutral position and no advantage. Actually, it'll be Braintree with top position here as we enter the second period. Fifteen seconds in here to the second period. Braintree still down 5-3. And an opportunity for Braintree to score some points. Needham trying to get out of this, getting some instruction from the sideline. Wrestler really not moving much. Just moving those hips. Braintree trying to roll it in to a pinning combination. A lot of time coming off the clock, but not much going on. And now Braintree somehow finds a pin. That came out of nowhere. Wow, that's really a stunning change of events. So Braintree with the pin goes ahead 45-7. Braintree's won 8 of the first 10 weight classes, and they have just absolutely been outstanding here today. I haven't seen any of their prior matches, but this is about as well-rounded as you can ask for right now. Moving up to 182 pounds. Braintree with an early score and a chance for a pin. Wow! Talk about quick. Chase Bailey at 182 pounds. The clock stopped so fast, I didn't even see how quick that pin was. That had to have been 10 seconds or under. That has to be the fastest pin I've seen doing all these wrestling matches throughout the years, but Braintree just pinning at will here today. Moving up to 195 now, just 3 weight classes, including this, left. Braintree, of course, obviously going to win this match regardless of the final 3-match outcome. But Braintree, of course, wanting to finish off strong. Kind of an odd position to be in when you're one of the final wrestlers in a match where you're up by so much, because not that your match doesn't matter, but you don't have as much bearing on the outcome of it because you know you already secured the victory, but you still need to fight and you still need to wrestle and win for later on in the season. For the playoffs, records matter. It's an illegal move. So Logan here at 195. Braintree will be on top. A lot going on. Braintree in a pinning opportunity. Very close. And there it is. So 3 consecutive pins now by the Womps here today. 4 of the last 5. 8 total pins here today. Braintree's worked on a lot during the early part of the season, but if they continue to wrestle like this, they are going to be one of the toughest teams here in Massachusetts if they continue this way. 57-7 the score. Just 2 weight classes left here at 220. It is Matthews. Needham has Braintree in a tough spot, able to roll out of it. And now able to secure the pin. That was a quick one here at 220. Pin going in Needham's favor. Makes it 57-13. And now the final match here today, 285, the big boys. Heavyweights. It's really been a quick match, and it will finish, whether it's here in this first period or by the end of the third. Either side with an opportunity to pin early. Chance now for Needham to try and secure consecutive pins. Maybe get a little momentum towards the end of this one, and they do get that. So certainly not the outcome that Needham had in mind here today, as the final score of this one will be 57-19, as Braintree moves to 5-0 on the season here with the victory. And this was a thorough victory here today for Braintree. Obviously, Pendergast shaken up a little bit there as he was pinned here to finish. And the two sides will now move on to JV, but that'll conclude the varsity match. Braintree with the victory, 57-19. Again, Braintree just so dominant at the beginning part. They won the first 6, 4 of which by pin, 1 by forfeit, and 1 in overtime by a decision, which was really the tail of this one. The start that Braintree had just put this one insurmountable and put the Womps in a position that they really could not be beaten here today as Braintree moves to 5-0 with the victory. 57-19 is the final score. Thank you for watching here on VCAM TV as we hope to cover a handful of more matches as the season moves on. That'll conclude our coverage. On behalf of our camera person, John Orfanos, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.